What blessings could churches be missing because they've made people outside of their circles unwelcome? This rejection is not just a message for the Savior, but this rejection is a lesson for us. You see, when Jesus tells us to take up our cross, follow him in Luke 9:23, he in some ways is encouraging us to too set our faces on the end of our race and to not let anything stand either in our way, including any rejection that we may face for following him. I find it incredibly intriguing that the first stop on this road to Jerusalem is to a place and to a people that basically no one except Jesus wants to visit and engage. And the Samaritans disliked the Jews as well because they felt rejected and disrespected, and they were seen as impure by the Jews. And the Jews disliked the Samaritans because they saw them as religiously corrupted, ethnically compromised. And so this group is the group that Jesus goes to see at the inauguration of him setting his face on Jerusalem. Verse 53, but the people did not receive him because his face was set toward Jerusalem. Now, given all the animosity and given all the bad history between them and given the disdain that the Jews historically showed towards them as being unclean and half-breeds, it makes sense, even if it is profoundly wrong, it makes sense that the Samaritans would close their towns and their villages to Jesus. But in the case of the Samaritans, they are allowing this age-old conflict to keep them from the blessing of the arrival of the Savior. I think often about the doors that we keep closed due to fear, due to suspicion, due to feelings of superiority. And in so doing, I think about what blessings from the Lord and encounters with Jesus could we be also missing because of our rejection of others? What blessings could churches be missing because they've made people outside of their circles unwelcome? What blessings in our home could we be missing because our doors are shut tighter to people outside of our ideological camps than many borders around the world? Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2 says, do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. See, more often than we realize, in welcoming those outside the camp, more often than we realize, we are inviting God into it. Do you hear that? The Samaritans are missing this encounter with the Messiah because they only see the tensions of the past and not the Savior of their present.